Hello viewers, this is a special review video for the ultra high volatility no limit city slots, in this case the Infectious 5 xWays. Infectious 5, it's not a quintuplet of clap ridden prostitutes, it's in fact a fantasy cartoon, sort of like the Fantastic Four theme, and 1024 ways, there's 5 characters and I presume 5 card values too, and so you've got 10 symbols, 5 high, 5 low. We'll have a look at the pays. That's the stakes. It's 40 lines. You play 40p to spin or multiples thereof, and your pays are, there's your wild, appears on the middle reels, 3 or more bonus symbols. You can choose between toxic hazard and lock and load. You get a 3 scatter variation, a 4 scatter variation, and of course the expensive 5 scatter one because you can buy the feature. If you collect bonus symbols during the bonus modes, you upgrade them. And there you go, that's pretty much all we need to know. xWays will transform into any other symbol except wild and bonus. It will reveal 2 or 3 symbols of the same kind and expand the height of the reels. That's pretty standard, we've seen that before. So yeah, big symbols can expand to 2 or 3 rows each. You can get more than 1 on a reel, so you can get 2 on a reel. Infectious xWays, activated when wild and xWays symbols land on the reels together. The xWays symbol will affect all the other of the same symbols. And you've got 2 bonus round modes, 9 infectious spins, 1 to 5 random wilds will land on the middle 3 reels for each spin, and will guarantee infectious xWays whenever an xWay symbol lands. So we're going to try them all out, don't worry. Infectious xWays will only affect the 5 character symbols, the high pay symbols. Your lock and load are different. Any wild that lands in the centre 3 reels is sticky and will stay in position. It will also give you a random multiplier of 2 or 3x, which stays the same. Each wild will also award you an extra spin. Mayhem mode is obviously where the equivalent of a 5 scatter trigger. It just takes all the low character symbols off if you get 5 scatters and only leaves you the top one. End of days, that's if you get the maximum pay of 55,550 times bet. So you look at the wins, you've got 4x for that one, 1.2x, 1x, 0.8 and 0.6. They're not particularly high pays. And that's your mayhem, that's your top symbol. You only get that in the mayhem bonus, which is equivalent to the 5 scatter trigger. So that's 4x too, it's the same as that one. And there you go, your RTPs. They vary from 9602, and if you keep buying the highest feature, it's 9681. But we'll get to that. So we'll have a few spins. I'll work through the bonuses for you. So what we need to see is a wild symbol land, just to give you an idea of how the Infectious xWays works. We didn't get a win, unfortunately, there. So having done a few spins, it's probably quicker to take to the bonus rounds. So what we're going to do is go through them in order. It's going to take a while to get the base game Infectious Ways by the look of it. So in order to expedite, there you go, we've got it there. We've got a win with the we've got the xWays. Okay, so now we're going to look at the feature buys. It's 75x, okay, 140x, and the other one I think is 1250x. We'll just check that. I believe it is 1225x. Sorry, I forgot what stake I was on. I was on 0.4, wasn't I? So it's 555x, obviously, for your top symbols. It's all about 5s again. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through the most likely features you'll get first, which are the 3 scatter triggers. So we're going to pay 75x to buy this bonus, and we're going to choose the volatility high, which is win more often. So we're looking at 2 to 5 wilds on the centre block each spin, randomly placed, and sorry, 1 to 5 wilds. It's different in this round. You get at least 1. We've got 4 there. Okay, so remember we've got to get back 30 here to break even. You've got all the symbols on the reels. There's nothing taken off. I'll just whiz through them. I mean, it's not going to be particularly spectacular. We've got the xWays there, so that's going to be a big one. Well, there you go, we did well there. So there you go, we actually nearly multiplied the stake by 6 there. But obviously, I don't count feature buys as 40p stakes. So we're going to do it again. This time I'm going to buy the high variance version, or the ultra high volatility version. 7 infectious spins. What you need is early wilds in the first couple of spins. Yeah, we've got one there, it's got a 3x. You get an extra spin for that, as you saw. You get an extra spin there, that's just going to be a 1x, is it? Yep. You know if you're going to hit pay dirt on the 5 scatter trigger, because it'll give you wilds on reels 2, 3 and 4 with multipliers on your first couple of spins, so every win's guaranteed to be big after that. So you can tell when it's going to kick off for you. So pretty unremarkable there, but it gives you a picture of how the feature works. We didn't quite get our money back, just 80% of it, 80% of it there. So now we go on to the 4 scatter trigger, which is 140 times stake, and we're going to do it again, and it'll just see the difference. That didn't help at all. That's a better one. We should get our money back here. Just about. Obviously you don't get a guaranteed lineup on this 4 scatter trigger. You would on the 5. You'll see what I mean in a minute. Okay, we actually got our money back and a bit more. Okay, now we're going to go for the 4th option, which is the 4 scatter trigger, and take the high volatility option, or the ultra high, or volatility extreme as they call it. We started off with a quick wild, which is good. You tend to, on the first spin, or at the very least the first or second spin, get a wild coming straight away. Well, you got another one, which is good. No multiplier, alas. You can still get all the symbols. Well, that's good now, because you've got 3 wilds. That's just what you need. You can actually get more than 3. They still, if you look at the reels, they're still spinning by. If you put it this way, if you got one on each of the 3 centre reels like that, we didn't get the money back, did we? Yes, we did. We got the money back. Oh. Okay, now we're going to go for the 5 scatter trigger. Now watch this. 555 times bet. And we're going to go for the. And now you'll only see the premium symbol on there, Mayhem, which is the 4 times bet for 5 of a kind. He's the only one that appears. Remember, we've got to get 555x to win on this, or more. you don't get extra spins. Feature I'd always go for is the Volatility Extreme one. I have played around on it quite a lot, so I know what I'm talking about there, and it's best to go for the Volatility Extreme. That's a good one. Okay, we're nowhere near getting the money back here, because this one seldom pays very much. It can do, but it seldom does. This is why I would recommend whatever feature, however you trigger it, whether you're using bonus buy or naturally triggering it in 3 or 4 scatters or whatever, is to go for this one. It's much more fun, much more exciting. Now you'll see, you'll get a quick wild, you normally do. There you go. Oh, for ×3. If you can get 2 on the first spin, you know it's going to be pretty good normally. But you need another one quite quickly, because this is pretty bad at the moment. You need another wild as soon as. This isn't looking good. What I'll do, because this is the best feature, is I will off camera play it a few times and try and get you one that actually goes well, because this isn't good. We've got the other one now. Got an extra spin. If you get one on reel 2, you might save the bonus, but it doesn't look likely. You always get at least one xWays each bonus. I've noticed that. You'll probably get an xWays quite quickly. It's very rare you don't get an xWays symbol, although I seem to have done it by the look of it. Okay, so that's pretty bad. We lost 80 on that one. So I'm going to play this feature a few times and cut back into you to show you how it can go. Okay, this is the xWays hit there. I have 2 wilds, a 2x and a non-multiplier. There you go, look at that. It did the expanded to 3 instead of 2 like it normally does there. So this is just it's not going to do a lot more after that, but as you can see I've quadrupled the cost of the feature. But I'm going to hopefully bring you a really good one where it gives you the wilds in the first few spins and on all 3 of those reels. This is what I mean. It always gives you a wild on the first spin. You need it to be 3x, and you need 2 of them really on the first spin. It's like San Quentin xWays or whatever, isn't it? You know, if you don't get your razor blades and multiply that, get the wild multipliers in the first 3 or 4 spins, get them up to like combined 56 or 64x or whatever in the first few spins, you know it's probably not going to be huge. Well, this is the same. If I'd have got that on the first couple of spins, this would have been a lot better, but as it is, you look, even with that, I'm not going to get the money back of 222. But I will bring you a good one, hopefully. See, this is another one. On the first spin, it just gave me 1 single wild with no multiplier, so you know this is going to be a disaster. You ain't going to get your money back, you know, from the first couple of spins. If you think I'm bullshitting, watch. It's all in the first 2 or 3 spins. Well, that was a bit lucky. Doesn't usually do that, but as you can see there, I've got the xWays tripled. So that was fortunate. But you can imagine, had I got 3 sticky wilds there on reels 2, 3 and 4, because I say 2, 3x multipliers them, how big that would have been. That was very fortunate. That was what you call a single saving spin, because it doesn't usually do that. It's probably I only did it to contradict me, because I said I wouldn't win on that bonus. Now what we got there? Single wild again. That's more. No, still there's no multiplier on it. So this is what you want. You want to get the wilds early. That's pretty useless. Now that's more like it. We have got some wilds, but unfortunately nothing on. Really need one on reel 4. but you very rarely see more than 3 in view. It's rare. I've not seen more than 3 sticky wilds in view once yet. Presumably when that actually happens, you get 4 or more, it's going to be pay dirt. Well, this is rare because we've got the 4th wild here. We've only got 4 spins left, but this is sort of halfway to pay dirt. If you'd have got one on reel 3 earlier, say with a 2 or 3x multiplier on it, this would be a big one. But it's not going to be, unfortunately, unless you get an X, which we didn't quite get the money back. 30 short. Well, it's taken a long time. My average is about 90 to 120 X compared to the 500. Sorry, my average is about half the cost. So you're looking at about 200 to 270 X I'm getting on most of them, as opposed to the 555 X cost of buying. I will reiterate what I said, that unless you get a couple of wilds on your first spin, you're pretty much writing off your 555X. If you just watch this, you'll see what I mean. You give all the xWays it likes, but with no wild multiplier, it's not going to do anything. If you just watch this, look, I've got the 3x wild, but I needed that at the start. Didn't even link up there, did they? So I now know that almost certainly I'm not going to get the money back on this, as you can see. And there you go, about half what I paid. So take it from me, I know this slot is streamer bait, and it's going to be hello coffee grounds for somebody in it, but it is a lottery slot, and this is the best feature to have, but it is the most volatile. But Jesus Christ, if you buy the feature on this, it'll cost you, unless you get very lucky. I mean, I'm just going to show you this one again. Already I know that it's almost impossible I'll win on this. Even with that, it's unlikely. I'll end up below 222, well below, unless I get fortunate. There you are, and that's that. Less than half the money back again. About 260x, 270x, and this is how it plays. So I'll tell you now, if someone gives you a video, they've won tens of thousands times bet on this, they must have been very lucky or played it for a long time, because there you go again. I've started off with 1 wild with no multiplier. That's pretty much guaranteed to doom the feature buy. Even, you know, it's useless xWays there because it's not connected in reel 2, and obviously I feel compelled to show you this because I made a plonk of myself a little while ago by saying, oh, I've lost on this bonus, because it was pretty much like this, and I got that fluky €500 spin, didn't I? And I said to you, that's very rare. That's a one-off. You wouldn't see that. And there you go again. I've got about 55–60% of the money back, and I've been doing this now for half an hour. I'm playing about one feature every 2 minutes, every 1.5 minutes. So let's see how this starts. So again, no wild multiplier to start with, and only 1. So again, I can pretty much say it's odds on that this is going to cost me again. I'm just going to make you watch this one. I won't bother filming any more like this. I'm going to wait for one that starts well, so you can see some action, because you won't on this one. It's all about the first spin or two. Of course, you can fluke, like I did in that €500 spin, the odd one spin that goes right, but if you look at that, again, 55–60% of the money back. So you see what I mean now, and it does that over and over and over and over. And all you're doing is, all I'm doing is playing this, waiting to get 2 wilds on the first spin. Preferably a run through on 3 reels, 2, 3 and 4 with wilds on, with multipliers, then I know I'm going to get the pay dirt. But as you can see, I won't even bother finishing this one off, you know what's going to happen here already. See, this one I did get the 3 wilds, but eventually no multipliers on 2 of them, and it only came 3 spins out from the end of the 3rd wild with the 3x on, and even then, look, just over halfway to the bonus buy. So in summation, what I'm saying to you is, if you spend 555x buying a feature on this, 95 times out of 100 you can write it off or anticipate according to the first 2 spins. Again, this is going nowhere, it's a waste of time, waste of bandwidth filming this. This is a good single spin. It was going really badly until 3 spins out. Got 2 2x wilds, but I've got the 3x xWays, so this would be a big one. Just there you are. That was just 1 spin there. I got them quite early, the wilds. But now you can see what I say about getting the 3 multiplying wilds in the first few spins. Yeah, pretty much guaranteed pay dirt. That was pretty bad until just that 1 spin happened. Okay, I've been trying for an hour now to replicate a big sort of feature on this where it starts off well. I haven't done it. I did do it before I started this video. I actually got a win of over, what was it, about 8,000, 9,000 X on it. Well, when I say X, I mean as regards to 40p base stake. Nah, is this going to be better? I haven't got any multipliers on. That's what you want on the first spin. You need to get your wilds up, but they should ideally have multipliers on. But so this isn't going to be a massive one. It could be a. That's more like it. So we've still got 9 spins left. We get one on reel 3. This could be the one I'm looking for. But I have had numerous ones like this where it looks good, but hasn't even got to the cost. Ah, no, is that a multiplier? No multiplier. See, this is what you want, but getting it in the first 2 or 3 spins with a multiplier on at least 2 of them. Unfortunately, we've only got 1 on 1 reel multiplier. But an xWays, nevertheless, would be good if it lands, if we can get the xWays, which we can't at the moment. It's most I've seen 4 wilds on it. But as you can see, the wins aren't huge, they're only 75x. And that's the first time I've ever had 5 wilds. There's still no multiplier, look. xWays, come on. Show the viewers. No, it's not going to do it. See, now we just about got the money back for the feature. And this is an exceptionally good one, trust me. For wilds. We just couldn't hit that X. So we only made like a quarter of the cost on top of, you know, it's not great. Like I said, we need wilds on 2 of the 3 reels on the first spin with multipliers on. Then we should hit the multi-thousands. And again, I failed to do it. Although, just after I said I failed to do it, it dropped 2 wilds and 1 spin. Only 1 a multiplier. Oh no, just the 1, wasn't it? It was xWays. It's not going to be great. Again, let's get that wild and reel through, is it? So you want basically 3 multiplying wilds, xWays to split into 3, and have 5 of a kind wins, and you'll get the big one. Which I didn't do, as I said. That was it, a quarter of the cost back. Just for the record, about 1 in 9 has given me my stake back on these feature buys at 222. 1 in 9 has given me the money back, and one of them has doubled it. The one you saw, I got that €500 win, and one of them obviously multiplied it by about 10 when I got that €2,000 win in one of them. So now this is see, this is where it could go, but it's about getting that wild in the middle reel on it. Oh, I've got the xWays, only 4 of a kind. Look, you got the early wilds. Look, but notice when you get that, look what's happening on the last reel now. Now that's got to be good. That's the one. This should be pay dirt. This is the one I've been waiting for. You get your early 3 wilds multipliers. You've got, I mean, you've got 9 times 2 times 2, haven't you? You've got 36x there. Now, if you get the xWays now, and it splits into 3, they're they're both end reels. You're laughing. But this should be the one that goes big, but it's not gonna, is it? Should do. I mean, I've just doubled the feature buy now. Come on, where's the xWays symbol? That's the one you've got to get now. Because notice how all the 4 of a kinds are coming in now, rather than the 5 of a kinds. Look. Bollocks, isn't it? Now, come on, where's this xWays? Just on one spin. It's not going to do it. Look, it's funny that, isn't it? I've got the best multipliers I've had yet, and I can't get the symbol on the 5th reel. Look. No, and again, isn't that a miracle, eh? How it managed to dodge the 5th reel on most of those spins. And so I've multiplied it about 4 the cost. That was one. That was like the one I got earlier that I was telling you about before the video, when I got about €4,500 back. But unfortunately, it didn't quite go. It looked. That was what you're looking for, though. You're looking for that sort of configuration early on. I was just exceptionally unlucky there. Anyway, there's no point in banging on more of these features, is there? I mean, I think you've all got a picture now. I've thoroughly researched it, the feature buy, and can pretty much tell you what it's all about with some authority. But see, that last feature is when you wanted to get, obviously, the mayhem on reels 1 and 5 and get that bloody xWays, which I just got there. And then you'd have had a colossal win. You know, it'd probably been just for one spin about 5 to 10,000 x. But unfortunately, it didn't happen. I thought it would. That's why I was sort of getting into the filming there. And as you can see, we're back to sort of fractions of the feature buy cost now. That's about a quarter of it there. Well, this one's the first time I've ever seen 5 wilds in it, I think. And guess what? They're all bloody singles. No multipliers. And again, I didn't get the xWays once. I've got about 40% of the cost back. Or 50%, sorry. I'm telling you now, this is extremely hard to win on big. If you look at San Quentin Megaways, because of the price of the San Quentin xWays, if you look at the price of the feature, like 2,000 times stake, you found that a lot of the results you got on that, for obvious reasons because of the huge cost, were a sort of 1,500 to 2,500x. So you got quite a lot of features where you get near enough your money back, just under or just over, because of the way the feature was constructed. But this, it's only a quarter of the cost, yeah, given, at 555x, but it's much harder to get near that amount. You either are under it by quite a way, or if you're lucky, you'll win way over it. So this is far more volatile. So even the streamers should be beware of this, really. So this is one that got off to a good start. In the first 2 spins I had those multipliers, but look at reel 5. That's the first time I've seen that character on reel 5. Even then, look, 3 of a kind. Look at that. That was prime for a good one. I didn't get the money back. On the first spin, I did get 2 wilds this time. on reels 2 and 3. It's amazing how now that character keeps missing reel 4. I got it there. Got an extra spin. Is there a multiplier on that wild? No, you need the xWays here. Look at it, it's missed 5 again. Look at that. Even then I couldn't get anywhere near half back. Well, this is the first one in ages that's actually going to pay me significantly more than the cost. I'm going to double my money approximately here. Well, I didn't even do that, did I? I had one good spin there. Well, this one started off with 2 wilds on the first spin. I've got the xWays on the second. There you go. So I got the money back in one spell. I've got the xWays again. Last reel? Nah. This could go big if you got the wild on reel 2, the multiplier, but as you can see, it's missing reel 2. So's the Mayhem character. Funny that, isn't it? Well, that's the first time I've had 2 on the trot that have paid over the cost anyway. Still not good. It's not great, is it? If you spent 222 and just made 133 profit. Well, I only had the 1 3x wild from the first spin, but about 6 spins in, it's just landed 3 more wilds across the middle. So we'll have a look at this, see if we can get the X. Still haven't got the money back, we've got 3 spins left. We've got to get the X here, otherwise it's pointless. Got it. 3s? So that's 3s. Well, it's only 4 reels again, isn't it? Still not great. You need the Mayhem on the first and last reels, and obviously the X to go with the even then it's not 2 times the cost. Okay, first 2 spins, we've got a 3x and a 3x. This could have potential. We need... Right, so we get the symbols all the way across there, but we need the X, and we need all 5... There are 5 reels? No, it wouldn't do the 5 reels, look. Again, no 5 reel win. Still no 5 reel. That's funny, that, isn't it? We got it there. That's where you needed the X on a spin like that, obviously. We haven't even got it there. Haven't even got a line through. And that's 1 extra spin. Not going to do a great deal because it's a single wild. Gives you 2 more winning spins. Where's the X? Again, no X. You still haven't doubled the money. Unless you get an X now. No. We still can't double the money. Well, I'll give up. Thank you for watching. Hope you now understand how these feature buys work and what they're about. And I hope you found the video interesting. See you next time.